Good? Okay, how you doing? My name is Bill Cox. I am a retired New York City police detective. All right, today's date is June the 28th, 2013. I am in Belmont, New Jersey. All right, at this time I am interviewing an individual known to me as Mark Meier. All right, shield number 1236, retired Port Authority police officer.
Mark J. Meier.
Okay. Basically what I'm doing is I'm conducting the interview this male, vital information regarding the actions of one Charles Giles on September the 11th of 2001. We're going to conduct this just like a Q&A, considering we're both retired police officers. We're familiar with this format, and this way we know exactly what it is that we're talking about. Basically, sir, we'll get to your name in a little bit. We just let everybody know that it was Mark Meier, but could you tell us where you were working on September 11th of 01?
Yes, I was stationed at my command, which was the George Washington Bridge, Fort Lee, New Jersey. And when the first plane struck the Trade Center, they dispatched 6 of us down there.
Okay. So were you present that day when the South Tower of the World Trade Center fell?
Yes.
Okay. And upon the fall of the South Tower, did you sustain any injuries?
Yes.
Okay. Could you just briefly tell us what that injury was?
Well, as I was diving into an ambulance, during the day, I tore up a piece of my ear and I banged my left shoulder.
Okay. And were you brought to a local hospital, treated by EMS, or?
No.
No, nothing at that time.
No, I kept working the entire day.
Okay. Let this truck go by. All right. Did you at any time that day enter the North Tower of the World Trade Center?
No, I did not.
Were you present when the North Tower of the World Trade Center collapsed on 9/11?
Yes, I was.
All right. Do you ever recall saving the life of any person either in the North or South Tower that day?
No, I don't.
Let me get to my answers here. All right. Now, you've watched the video that I supplied or told you about in regards to YouTube involving Mr. Giles, have you not?
Yes, I have.
Okay. And I bring your attention to the male speaking on these videos. Do you know, have you ever met this person in person?
No.
No. Do you ever recall having any contact with this male at any time before, during, or after September 11th of 01?
No, never met the person.
Okay. Would it be safe to say that you did not save this male's life on 9/11, nor did you ever have an encounter with this male at a later date?
I never met this individual, never saved his life, and I've never met him in my entire life.
All right, so you've never met or spoken to Mr. Giles. All right, now let me ask you, all right, who was your employer on 9/11 of 01?
The Port Authority of New York and New Jersey.
Okay. And what were you employed as on 9/11?
A police officer.
Okay. And what is your shield number?
My shield number is 1236.
So that would be shield number 1236.
Correct.
Okay. And you had that shield on display that day on 9/11?
Yes, with our name tags.
Okay. Now, let me just ask you, sir, to the best of your knowledge, are you the only Port Authority officer who is named Mark Meier, all right, who was working on 9/11 of 01?
Yes.
Okay. I mean, you worked for a smaller police department, you'd be aware of that fact. There's no other officer who had either the same name or a similar name to yours that you know of.
No.
All right. Okay, that was that part of it. It says, are you still employed by the Port Authority?
No, I retired July 30th of 2003.
Okay. And you're not receiving any type of compensation fund from the World Trade Center survivors or anything to that effect?
No, I am not.
Okay. All right. Did you ever receive any awards, commendations, press bars, or anything else for any life-saving actions taken by you on 9/11 of '01?
Yes, actually, Bergen County gave the six of us one posthumous because Bruce Reynolds died that day, but Bergen County gave us the Medal of Honor for being there and assisting, getting people up the street, just doing assorted duties on that day.
That was in Bergen County.
That was Bergen County, yes.
Okay. Do you remember when that was?
It was the same year, I believe it was December of 2001. I don't recall the exact date.
Were you in uniform when you got the award?
Yes, at the Bergen County Science Academy in Hackensack. That's where the presentation was.
Okay, that sounds great. All right, so Officer Meier, in your opinion, do you believe any of the statements made by Mr. Giles pertaining to the mention of your name and the events of 9/11 of '01?
I resent the fact that he's mentioning my name and identifying myself. It's a complete fabrication. I never met the person, and I will do everything I can to convey this truth that it's a total fabrication. I've never met that person in my life.
So then I can gather by that if in the future we need to get together again and another agency or whatever were to contact me or you'd be willing to help in order to get the truth out on this.
Absolutely, I will. Not to sound too dramatic, but in honor and memory of everybody that was hurt and killed on that tragic day, contact me anytime. I will give you any information you need and let the truth come out.
Okay. I think we basically got everything we need on that particular one. All right, and Mark, I appreciate all your help, all your effort.
Mr.
All right?
Cox, my pleasure. It was nice to finally meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Thank you very much.
Thank